So I've had a few requests lately to share some tips on how to get a better night's sleep. And I'm not a sleep doctor or a sleep scientist, but it's something I've certainly gone after for the last 2 years, trying to understand how to get a better night's sleep. And it's something I've been managed to optimize in my own life. So, I can think of 3 reasons right now why it might make sense for a leader to want to focus on improving their sleep. And the first one is around your immune system. I mean, research has confirmed for decades that people who are sleep deprived are more likely to get sick after being exposed to a virus, and it also takes them longer to recover than those that are well rested. The second one has to do with our mental function. Things like decision making and focus and problem solving are just 3 of the critical mental functions that are compromised when we're not getting enough sleep. And the third one has to do with our emotional capacity. A lack of sleep can increase anxiety, depression, and irritability, and it also negatively impacts our ability to control our emotions. So what can we do about it? Well, I want to share with you 5 quick tips that I've tried and practiced in my own life that have made a big difference. The first one is around having a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Our brains love routine and consistency, and sticking to a regular scheduled sleep time and wake-up time 7 days a week pays great dividends when it comes to getting a good night's sleep. The second one is this idea of getting light in the morning and dark in the evening. The circadian rhythm for many of us has been kind of messed up over years of, working through the night and getting exposed to electronics. So wherever possible, get out in the morning and get the sunlight in your face without your sunglasses on. And then as you get into the evening, start to dim the lights and prepare your brain for the quieter, darker evening hours. The third tip is around when you have your stimulants. And by stimulants, I'm referring to, coffee, alcohol, or even vigorous exercise. So I think for many people, keeping your caffeine intake to the morning part of the day, like try not to go after 12 or 1 p.m., makes a big difference. With regard to alcohol, even though, a nightcap might make you sleepy, it actually disrupts the quality of your sleep. So if you can have your alcohol, like a drink or 2, earlier in the evening, it makes a big difference. And the last one is around vigorous exercise. For many people, if they try and do a spin class or a hard workout after dinner, your nervous system stays stimulated and it negatively impacts your sleep. So paying attention to when you get yourself stirred up, so to speak, makes a lot of sense. The fourth one is around meditation. And honestly, I think if you use your brain for a living, I think meditation should be mandatory. There's so much research that everything that meditation does to calm your physiology and put your brain in a parasympathetic state and set you up for relaxation and a good night's sleep. And the last one is to stay away from electronics the 1 to 2 hours prior to when you're hoping to go to sleep. The blue light that gets emitted by things like your smartphones and your laptops and computers and tablets, your televisions, they actually stimulate your brain and they stop you from getting into that sleepy state. Now, if you must jump online, what I'd recommend you do is wearing a pair of blue light blocking glasses. Now, these are the ones that I've been wearing for about 2 years, and I got to warn you, you will be made fun of. But hey, the cost of your family thinking you're a nerd or making fun of you is a pretty cheap price to pay for having a great night's sleep. So I hope these tips helped. And feel free to reach out to me if you have further questions about sleep. Thank you.